Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, here to share with you our latest issue on the Valentine bud vase. Yes, 'tis the season. We have so many rose orders to do, so much to prepare for. Last week, we looked at the classic dozen roses. Today, let's look at the smaller designs done in a bud vase. To create the perfect bud vase for Valentine's Day, you just need a few things. Of course, a bud vase and the roses. That's a given. Then you need foliage and filler. What kind? That's really up to you. What do you like the best? General rule of thumb is I try to do at least 3 different types of foliage. And depending on my mood, or depending on what's available, it might be Floral with its beautiful large leaf, or Galix with its nice shiny leaf. Maybe a variegated like Oregonia, Ruscus, either Italian or Israeli, and then grasses. I love the lily grass, I love the bear grass, and you can see with the contrasting shapes, there's going to be beautiful texture and color variation. Filler could be the traditional baby's breath. It could be gorgeous wax flower or a limonium. I'm going to use in the status family the purple limonium today. And then oftentimes I add curly willow. It's kind of interesting. So many people want something a little unique, a little special. And if you add something as simple as a branch of curly willow, all of a sudden a standard bud vase becomes unique and special. When it comes to Valentine's Day, production is so important. So oftentimes a week ahead of time, I'll be designing all the bud vases, but minus the roses. And I do that by just gathering the foliages in my hand, maybe a little bit of the Israeli Ruscus, adding in the filler, and then adding a few of the grasses. And I just pile it together. It's a technical term, piling it together in my hands. So I'm just gathering, tucking it in. It's a little long, shortening it down in. And then maybe a Galix or 2 to create almost a collar that will sit right at the lip of the vase. And then once I have that all gathered, I give it a cut. And since it's grasses, I prefer to use a pruner as opposed to my knife because the grasses can pull through, giving me a cut, almost like a paper cut. But if I do the pruner, measure to see where the bottom of the vase is, and then just clip it, then I can just slide it into place. And you can do dozens of these, having them ready. You wanted the Floral, maybe a little bit of the Oregonia, and again, a few of the grasses. I almost always include the grasses. And then this one, maybe even adding a little bit of the willow right into my hand. And then once again, measuring it to the vase, giving it a cut, and then dropping it in so that you have dozens of these bud vases all ready to go. And then all you need to do is add your roses. Now we're ready for the roses. And I tend to encourage people to do 3 roses in their bud vase. So when I'm selling roses to the customer, I discuss how much more beautiful and glorious it will be with 3 roses. Because it raises the price point. It is so much prettier, and everybody likes more roses if they can have them. The reality is it takes you just the same amount of time virtually to do 3 roses as 1. So you may as well do the 3 if possible. So I gather 3 roses and I place them in my hand, staggering them so that the spacing is where I want, where each one will show nicely. Remove the lower foliage. You don't want it to go down into the vase. And if it's broken, remove it. Then again, measuring it to the vase and determining how tall. And you might want to consider how tall the shelf is in your flower cooler. That's always something we forget about. We make them too tall and then their heads touch the top of the shelf above it. Doesn't work out very well. So you want to think about the scale of the vase and then also think about the scale of your flower cooler and just dropping the 3 in so that they're good to go. On this one, same thing, lining them up, guesstimating my height, cutting them all at once, and then dropping them in all at the same time, just sliding it down into that nest of foliage, guiding them through, and then just double checking the positioning that everything goes in right where you want it. Your bud vases could be finished just as they are, or you could add a bow to each one, or just enhance the accent area. I'm not a huge fan of ribbon in everything. I like ribbon, but I just don't feel like it has to be on every single bouquet. So on this one where I've got the calyx leaves, I might just double check, add another calyx or two right down at the base to make sure that it really has a nice, full, stable area, and call it good. Stop there. If I really want something else, I could add a touch more filler, a little bit of willow, but I'm going to stop. I think it looks good all by itself. On this one, you can do the same thing, or I love the new flat wire from the Oasis company, and you can pull off just a section of the flat wire, give it a cut, and then using a needle nose plier. You want to be careful and use a plier that has a smooth edge. You don't want one with a serrated edge or it will damage the wire itself. But using the flat blades of a needle nose plier, bend it upwards like so, then actually crimp it together a little more, then bring it back down, creating a heart, pulling the ends together, molding it, straightening it down because that'll go into the vase to secure it, and then deciding how you want it molded, because you can make it into a more curvaceous heart, or you could make it sleek, you could make it bend a little bit to the side, pull it out, give it some character so it really looks like what you want your heart to look like. I'm going to mold that one up a little more, tuck that one in. Then using a little bit of bouillon wire, just bind it right together. Doesn't take very much, just a little bit. Twist it tightly, clip it off. And then this can just set right down into your vase. And I made a second one so that I could do 2 hearts, one a little higher, one a little lower. And let it finish off with a very sleek and stylish look. A little more contemporary. If you like the idea of the heart, get started on it right now. Make those up and have them ready. You don't want to be waiting until the days just before the holiday to try to create those, because you won't have time. So make them now, set them aside and have them ready. So all you have to do is drop them right in. Now, if you have customers like I do, many times people believe that the bud vase is gorgeous until the bow dies. So now we have a little bit of a problem because there's no bow to die. I guess I'll have to think. The bud vase is absolutely gorgeous until the hearts fade away. For more creative inspiration, check out our website, flowerschool.com. If you've got questions, thoughts, comments, or just want to chat, feel free to contact us. You can pick up the telephone and give us a call at 1-800-819-8089. Or if email is easier, go ahead and use my personal email. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. For now, happy Valentine's Day season. Oh, what fun. Enjoy and do something you love.